when a platform like LinkedIn is now telling people you should do short form, you should do short form, you should do short form, what is going to happen? Your competitors will more or less of them do short form video more. So when a platform incentivizes people to do a thing, more people tend to do it. So what's going to happen just naturally is that more of your competitors are going to do short form video because a lot of them will be unwilling to go live. Number two, a lot of the people who already have very high level skills in video that have massive platforms on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube have already started to come to LinkedIn because they understand that there is a massive disparity when it comes to attention that they can receive versus competition posting on the platform. And I want you to write in your notebook because this statistic is insane. Only 1 to 3% of people who are on LinkedIn out of a billion active users will post original content weekly. I'm going to repeat that. Only 1 to 3% of people on LinkedIn are posting original content weekly, meaning that only 1 to 3% of people out of a billion are getting all of the attention. Do we understand how powerful that is? That's number one. Number two, that does not include video. The massive opportunity for you to gain attention with short form video is there. The problem is that most people don't necessarily have the skills to stand out with short form or the comfortability on camera yet, which is why sometimes starting with live video is the answer because then you can leverage the long form live video assets into short form video clips and you could increase your camera skills, your presentation skills in a condensed amount of time. It may also feel a lot more natural to you if you tend to love to teach. You get more out of a 30-minute video where you're more of your natural self teaching on something or speaking on something that you're actually an expert at than sometimes setting up all of the fancy tech, looking into the camera, reading a script, and then that script can come off as robotic if you don't have the camera practice. And I see this a lot. I see people buy the fanciest camera, buy the fanciest teleprompter. I even have people that when they come to me, they have studios inside of their offices or their homes, and they don't know how to set up the tech, number one. Or when they do, it's such out of their element that they would be better off just doing a live, whether that's a Q&A or a presentation because their natural energy is shining more in that type of element than just reading a teleprompter. So the greatest leverage points you have for your overall social media marketing strategy, especially on LinkedIn, is going live because more people are going to go to short form, less people are going to be willing to go live. Think about competitors of yours. When is the last time that they hosted at least one monthly or two LinkedIn live events per month consistently that were not boring and that were actually valuable for the audience? And when you think about that, you're like, oh, well, I saw that one thing. They don't really do it consistently, or they may do it, but it's really not that good. They're really just pitching the entire time. I could do it better. And then you realize, wow, this is a massive blue ocean. And I could technically become a market of one if I leverage this opportunity. And by leveraging this opportunity, I will get more video practice. I will be able to share what I know. I will be able to answer questions asked by my audience. So learn what questions they have. I will be able to leverage the power of the LinkedIn tools. And then I will be able to turn those video assets into short form video clips, newsletters, and all of those things. Why is leveraging live video on LinkedIn a little bit different than everywhere else? And this is very key, and I want you to potentially even write this down. LinkedIn has the ability for you to invite 4,000 people per month to your live video event. Now, this is only possible if you have 4,000 plus connections. So if you're someone listening right now and you don't have 4,000 plus connections, The good news is that by posting on your feed, which is polls, text posts, images, short form video clips, within 60 days, you could easily get to 4,000 connections if you take it seriously. So that's number one. It could even be within 30 days if you have an outlier post. So it's not difficult to get to 4,000 plus connections. If you have more than 4,000 plus connections, you may be sitting on a gold mine and not even know it. Let's just say that you did one per month that was an hour long. This really wouldn't be what I would recommend, but I'm just going to go with the bare minimum here. If you did one per month and you had 4,000 plus connections, that means that you could invite 4,000 people to this one live event. If you invite 4,000 people, you should get about 1,000 people to register. And let's just say 1 to 200 show up. That really will depend on your current level visibility. So you may have 30,000 connections, but if you never post and you're a ghost, you may only get 500 people to actually register and 50 or 100 people to show up versus someone that has 20,000 or 10,000 connections. They are visible. They've been posting for the last 6 months here and there, at least 3 times a week. They may get 1,500 or 2,000 people to attend, to click register. And then they may get 300 or 400 people to actually show up live. And let's just say conservatively, out of 4,000 invites, you get 150 to 200 people actually live. Could you get 10 calls from that? If you could not, then it's a skill issue. But you should be able to, especially if what it is that you share is impressive to the audience that it is that you're looking to get calls from, or looking to add to your email list, or looking to go wherever it is you want them to go, your website, whatever. And then you have to think about, okay, well, let's just say you got 10 calls from 150 people live. You should be able to close at least 5 of those clients because they're coming from LinkedIn. The large majority of them may double the income compared to other platforms like Facebook and Instagram. 4 out of 5 people on LinkedIn are actually the decision makers, so you don't have to go through the middlemen and you can close deals faster, so on and so forth. So the quality of the inbound prospect is usually much higher, and they only reach out if and when they're serious. So let's say you close 5 and the value of your client is 10K, which for most on LinkedIn, that's on more of the lower tier, especially if you're B2B. I have clients that their LTV, their lifetime value for their customer is 100K plus or multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars. So what would the value of 5 clients a month be for you? And then that doesn't even include resells, upsells, retaining the client, or getting referrals from that client. And from what I see, a lot of you have many connections on LinkedIn, and this is a gold mine opportunity for you. So, do we understand the power of this and the value of it? LinkedIn has this built in. If you were to do 2 a month, the same math would apply. You could get 2,000 invites per LinkedIn live event. Now you're just splitting it in 2, but you're increasing the chances of diversifying the content and having more assets, long form video assets that you could then leverage. Just think about how much you've been leaving on the table. Does it sting